Hi everyone and welcome to Rob Evans 365. It's day number 396 and today we are having breakfast at I was just wondering whether I should say where it is. Alright, we're at Hyatt Place. I won't say where, I don't know whether there's other ones around, but anyway, that's where we are. We're having breakfast. I have two special guests. Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
That would be Emily and Olivia, my girls. Yesterday, they're still on school holidays. Today's Monday, and they've got they get 2.5 weeks off school. So I thought we'd do something nice, something different. So we went to the factory outlets yesterday, and that was an interesting experience. And we then decided that we'd stay here. And well, it's been freezing cold and a bit miserable, but we spent some time sitting by the fire and having some fun, so that was good. And we were talking about, what can we talk about today? And I don't know what we'll call this podcast, but it's to do with customer service, let's just say. So let me give you the background. I've stayed at this place once before, and just about all the bookings that I do either go through the travel agent or via What If. I use What If. I've used other websites as well, but I find that they always take it back to What If. Seems to be one of the best prices, so I find them easy to use. And last time I stayed here, I booked there, and when I arrived, the guy at the customer service counter, he said, I see that you've come in through What If. He says, look, if you sign up as a member, there's no charge for it. I don't know, it's called Hyatt World or something like that. Then he said, you get free breakfast. And he said, look, we'll always match your deal, so just let us know, you can come direct to us. I said, okay, that was really good service. I thought, okay, I didn't know that. He educated me and he provided really good service. So when I went to book this one, I went through What If, I looked up the rate, and normally it's $175, and they were having a sale, so it was $149. So I rang the place direct and said, what's the best deal that you can do for me? And they said, it's $175. And I said, I've got it open right now on What If, it's $149. I was told that you'd be able to match the price for me. I said, I'm a High World member. And they said, one moment please, let me check. And she comes back and said, no, sorry, that's the best rate that we can do. I said, really? She said, would you still like to make your booking? Are you serious? Yeah, I want to spend an extra $26 for the sake of spending an extra $26. I said, no, it's okay, thanks. I'll book it online then. She said, okay, thank you, bye. That was a really poor customer service experience. I thought, one guy has told me one thing, you've told me something else. It's like, what are you doing? So anyway, I booked it on What If. I arrived yesterday, and I said there was two ladies at reception, and I said, do we get breakfast included? Because I'm a Hyatt World member. And they said, sorry, because you didn't book direct through us, you don't get it. And I said, well, I tried to, but you couldn't match the price. Well, breakfast is $20 a head, and it would have been cheaper because now you'd have to pay $20 a head. And I'm like, really? This is not really awesome experience for me right here. And anyway, I said, look, I tried to, but I said you wouldn't match the price. And so they're arguing with me. Well, I wasn't really arguing, but backwards and forwards, justifying to themselves why breakfast is $20 a head and it was $60, and now I'm going to have to pay more. And it's like, well, no, that's okay. I said, do you want to organise breakfast? I said, no, thanks. I'll keep my $26 and I won't have breakfast. And so I thought, two experiences there that are completely different from the first time I came here to the second time. So I said to the girls, let's just wait for them to change shift. So later that afternoon, they'd gone, and there was another guy there, and I said, okay, let's go and ask him. So I went over, and I said to the guy, I just wanted to inquire about how much breakfast would be for the three of us. So the girls are 11 and 13, so, you know, it's a buffet breakfast. You know, it hardly costs them anything to put it on. So he said, oh, let me just check. And he said, look, sir, I can see that the room that you're in. He said, look, normally it's $20 a head. But he said, I'll just charge you $20 for one, and you can all do that. And he said, if we do it now, when you come in the morning, you won't have to have the discussion. I said, awesome, that'd be great. 3 smiles on our faces. And how different was that experience to the one that we've had the last 2 times? So I thought, you know, that's the difference between really great customer service and here. What do you think, Emily?
That's the difference.
Okay, interpretation. Emily's like, Dad, that's so boring what you just said then.
But I'm
blah,
tired.
blah, blah, blah.
I was listening.
Well, we bought Emily a jacket yesterday from Factory Outlets. Yeah, only cost us $26. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm just a tightwad, but you know, we went into Kathmandu and they were $599. And I was like, really? That doesn't look unlike a Kathmandu jacket. So anyway, we've had our breakfast. We've consumed the breakfast, all $60 worth, for the price of $20. And it was quite nice. Some freshly poached eggs on toast. How did you find the brekkie, Liv?
I thought it was good. My favourite part was probably the egg and the toast.
Interesting choices that they have at these places. A lot of carb-heavy stuff, lots of bran, 4 different types of bread. We just actually had a piece of fruit
6.
loaf. 6, is there?
6 types of bread.
Oh, okay. So there's 6 types of bread. There's 5 types of breakfast cereals. There's
4.
No, there's Weet-Bix in a bowl. There's some stuff in the fridge, like tomato, salad, cucumber, unusual for breakfast, but anyway. Smoked salmon, which I had. And then they've got scrambled eggs. You can get poached eggs. They've got the bacon and the sausages and baked beans. And juice. So it's very carb heavy. No mushrooms or tomatoes. They have raw tomatoes. But yeah, and hardly anyone here. There's some people nearby having a business meeting we're trying to listen into. We can't quite make out what they're talking about, but it sounds interesting. It's July, they're talking about Christmas.
Christmas in July.
Maybe they're planning their catalogue for Christmas. So, how would you sum up your night's sleep?
I slept good.
Emily slept well. Livy?
I guess it was alright.
It was all
Liv
right.
was busy snorting the whole night.
No, she wasn't. She was tossing and turning, though. She's a bit hot. So this is the thing when you stay at a place that you have to house 3 people. So I gave the kids the big king-size bed to sleep in, and I slept on the fold-out bed from the couch that gets used very rarely. And yeah, my back's a little bit tender this morning, and I was cold last night. I don't know what was going on with the heating. I was trying to turn it up before we went to bed, so it was warm. Then I switched it off, and I woke up this morning and it was warm because, it was warm in the room when it should have been cold, so I'd switched it off. But I was cold. Okay, just an update. Emily's going to the toilet. Yes, you don't need to take your phone in there. So yeah, it looks like it's just you and me. And now's our opportunity to talk about Emily. So Emily was the last one up today. She's the 13-year-old. She was the last to get up and was grumpy, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Just grumpy. Liv and I are like, man, you know what? I've been looking forward to breakfast for 9 hours. Emily's like, why didn't you wake me up? I said, well, we tried to do it subtly by opening the curtains.
She was awake when I was in bed. She waved to me and said hi.
Maybe she was sleep waving. Huh. Yeah. So, rest of the day, Liv. You got cheerleading at 4 o'clock.
Until 7.
Yeah. What should we do between now and then, do you think?
You see, I'm not very good at knowing what to do.
What would you like to do? I was thinking we could drop past the zoo, but it'd be too much of a rush to get back by 4, I reckon. Do you want to just spend the whole day there and not worry about the time? Libby's coming up with nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, we'll see if Emily's got any ideas. It's a bit like when I asked you what you want for dinner. What would you like for dinner? 10-second pause. I don't know. Asks Emily the same thing. Dad, why do you keep asking me? I don't know. It's like, oh gosh, okay.
Sometimes no.
Yeah, sometimes you do. That's true. Sometimes you do. Well, I've enjoyed breakfast. I've enjoyed this conversation with you, Liv. Emily's still in the toilet. It's 11 minutes. Do you think that's enough for the podcast? I like 15, so we need to go for another 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
What can we talk about? I missed the Tour de France last night. I have to catch it this morning, see what's going on. I must be going to hit the mountains soon. Oh, Liv, look at that picture. They have some interesting art in this place, I have to say. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're just weird. They're weird. Maybe I'll tell you what I had for breakfast. How about that? I was yesterday was a cleansing day, so because I knew we were going to have breakfast this morning. So I have had more higher energy carbs than I would normally eat. I've had 2 slices of rye bread, which was very nice. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Which was very nice. I had some 2 poached eggs. I had some smoked salmon. I had some baked beans, which is an unusual combination, baked beans with the smoked salmon. They weren't all smothered under each other though. And then I shared a slice of fruit loaf with Liv, which was really nice. And I had, I don't know, a tiny little bit of pineapple juice. They didn't have anything. I just don't mind tomato juice. They didn't have any. Fairly limited in choices, but anyway, I think it's been a nice breakfast. Nice relaxed day, normally up at 4:20. I was up at 4 today, and I stayed there for 2 hours sleep, thinking about some business stuff. Came up with some good ideas, I think. So I've got to write those down today before I forget. Came up with some good slogans and some good business names for a new business idea I was thinking of. Yeah. All right. I'm going to sign off there. Do you want to say bye?
Goodbye.
Thanks for joining me today, Lynn. Thanks, Sam. Still in the toilet. She's made a mess. Look at all those crumbs there. Oh, my goodness. All right. That's me out. I'll see you tomorrow.